Hello, this is Joe Pryor of the virtualrealestateteam.com in Oklahoma City, a part of Redbud Realty and Associates. It's August 31st. The year is really moving on. It's a Labor Day weekend, and we need to talk a little bit today about market conditions in the greater Oklahoma City area. Now, one thing that has been a constant for this whole year is a lack of inventory, historically low inventory. And because of this particular reason, the supply and demand issues, which do drive the economy, are affecting pricing here. We do have people that have to buy. We do have people moving in for jobs. We do have population increase. And so we've seen a nice bump this year, not a huge one because I think those days are gone for a while. But we have seen a bump in pricing in the median price sale, median per square foot price sale. Now, this is kind of a gross type of a way of looking at the market because you take the Oklahoma City market and it can be anywhere from $3,000 up to 1.5, 2.5 million. And so not all areas are doing extremely well. Not all areas are doing extremely bad. But the constant is low inventory. We also know that our foreclosure market is slowly starting to hit our market right now. We don't think it's big enough to make a real difference. We don't think it's going to drop prices like you saw in other parts of the country. But we do know that it is something that both owner-occupants looking for a deal and investors especially looking for positive cash flow and a high rate of return are going to gobble up pretty darn quickly. So we're not worried about that happening. Now, interest rates also have remained at historic lows. They blipped up just a little bit. They have dropped back down. And so, again, that is something that spurs on the market. Now, we've had a lot of properties that have not sold, what we call expired listings that we have not seen coming back. And, of course, the question is, are these people able to stay in their homes? Are they going to list during the fall, or like most of them in a typical year, will they wait till next spring when the market's a little bit stronger, even though we don't know what's going to happen with interest rates that far in advance? So those properties could come back in the market, but at this time it doesn't look like that they will. Now, also in Oklahoma City, September and even kind of the end of August is a low period for homes going under contract. Now, we have a lot of closings that happen in August because of school starting, which usually is the second or third week. That's an artificial deadline. So we're going to see a fairly strong number in our August sales once we get those in September. And this is going to be fairly typical of our whole year, which is showing anywhere from an 8% to a 31% overall bump in gross dollars in real estate. So things are happening here in a good fashion. I will say that if you are a buyer of real estate, there may be no better time for you to buy than right now. Now, okay, how does that work? It sounds counterintuitive when it comes to properties on the market and low inventory. But again, remember that school has already started. People are in their places. The demand drops dramatically. This is the time that if a seller really needs to sell, they're truly at that old cliche, the way that old cliche goes, they're going to have to look at all offers. So if you're a buyer, I invite you to get together with me. I invite you to look at these properties. We'll analyze them. We'll look at what's owed on the property because sometimes that can tell us a lot about how much movement there can be there. But I think September is a time for maybe not just necessarily bargain hunting, but good deals. And so right now is the time for you to contact us. You can get a hold of me at joe@joepryor.com. That's joe@joepryor.com. Let me know what you're interested in. We'll get you pre-approved with a lender. We'll go out there and we can see if we can find you something that not only is a home that you want to live in, but an excellent financial deal. This is Joe Pryor of the virtualrealestateteam.com in Oklahoma City, where we deliver traditional real estate values at the speed of technology.